Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into an organization that's been a real cornerstone in its community for years, the Murchison Region Aboriginal Corporation. And first things first, everyone calls it MRAC and it's pronounced MRAC. Let's jump in.
And this right here, this is their call to action. It's so simple, but it's powerful. It really gets right to the heart of what MRAC is all about, empowering the community to build its own future on its own terms. So let's start with the big question. Why? Why does MRAC even exist? Well, when you boil it all down, it's about one thing: creating a future of homes. Okay, so let's break this down. Their mission is crystal clear. It's about making sure that every Aboriginal person has access to high-quality, affordable rental housing. And look, this is so much more than just a roof over your head, right? It's about a foundation. It's about security. It's about dignity. And those words, high quality and affordable, those are the absolute standard. And this isn't some new idea. We are talking about 40 years. Just think about that for a second. 4 decades of experience, of building trust, and of showing up for the community. That's what makes MRAC such a pill.
Now check out the wording here. MRAC isn't just a provider. The goal is to be the leading voice and the first choice. That kind of confidence, that tells you everything about the deep roots and solid reputation they've built across the Midwest and Gascoyne regions.
Okay, so that's the why. Now let's get into the how. How does MRAC actually pull this off?
The structure is absolutely key. First, it's member-based, which means the people it serves are the ones who guide it. It's a not-for-profit, so every decision is about the mission, not the money. And this last part is huge. It's the only registered Aboriginal community housing provider in the entire region. That makes their work totally essential.
And this really shows you their whole strategy. It all starts with providing quality, secure housing that's culturally sensitive. But look closer. All the rent money gets reinvested right back into the properties and the organization's future. This creates this amazing, self-sustaining loop where stable homes help people get ahead in education and jobs, which in turn strengthens the whole community.
So, what does that actually look like on the ground? It looks like this. 116. That's not just some random number. That's 116 homes. That's 116 safe places for families to grow and for kids to have the stability they need to do well in school and in life.
I mean, this quote really says it all. It captures the very soul of the organization. You've got this delicate balance, right? On one hand, you have to be smart with the finances and be sustainable. But on the other hand, you have these core values, being culturally strong, honest, fair, and transparent. MRAC is proof that you absolutely do not have to choose between the two.
So how does this all connect back to you, to the individual? Well, that brings us to what might be the most important piece of the puzzle. At MRAC, it's your voice that shapes the board.
And that's the big question, isn't it? If this is a member-based organization, how exactly does the community get to steer the ship?
Well, the answer is laid out perfectly right here. This shows you the direct line between a member's rights and the actual direction of the whole organization. You can vote, and that keeps everyone accountable. You elect the directors, ensuring strong leadership. You can even be a director. The main takeaway here is that community leadership isn't just some nice idea. It is literally built into the DNA of MRAC.
So all of this naturally leads to our last section. After seeing just how crucial members are, you're probably wondering, okay, how do I get involved? It's a great question. And you know what? The answer is refreshingly simple. There are really just 3 requirements. You need to be at least 18 years old, you need to be an Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander person, and you have to be a permanent resident in the Midwest or Gascoyne regions. That's it.
The process itself is straightforward. You apply in writing, and the application gets approved by the directors. But I really want to zoom in on this last part. There are no fees for membership. That's huge. It removes any financial barrier and makes it possible for everyone who's eligible to have a voice.
And here's all the info you need to get started. You can literally just pop into their office in Geraldton to pick up a form or head to the website. And if you've got questions, just give them a call or shoot them an email. They've made it really easy to connect.
So we want to leave you with this one thought. MRAC gives us a powerful model of a community in the driver's seat of its own housing. And it really makes you wonder, when a community truly owns its housing, what else can it build? What's the limit?